All right, hello. Welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. So I hope everyone is doing well. Today is going to be a Twin Flames reading. And yes, you did hear me correctly. So lately I have been called to go back to the Twin Flame readings. Now the reason for this is because from a perspective of new people being able to connect to these readings, if I label these readings as general love readings, then it doesn't allow for them to find the readings, okay? So I want everyone who is on the journey to have access to these specific readings. However, I still stand by the fact that this twin flame journey is not about your physical twin, okay? So the person that you're inquiring about, even though we do readings on that person, technically you could reverse the energy and put it on yourself, right? Because your twin is a direct reflection of what is going on with you. Now they might think and act and feel differently, right? That's why we do these readings. But essentially where they're at in terms of their consciousness is exactly where you're at, okay? But yeah, I figured we're gonna go back to this. I've been kind of called to do so. So let's take a look. I know a lot of you are going to be excited about that anyway. So we're going to start off. It probably won't be the same format that I did in the past, because I don't even know if I remember. But let's just start off with the Divine Feminine, okay? So let's see what's currently going on with the Divine Feminine. So this is general though, so it may not be where you're at on your journey, so keep that in mind. Okay, so let's take a look. So what is currently going on with the Divine Feminine Spirit? So if you guys wanted to book something personal with me, my information is down below. If you guys were interested in manifestation, how to create the life that you love, I have a course specifically for that. I also have a course for Twin Flames, well, Divine Feminine specifically, how to feel better. Okay, ooh, beautiful. So Divine Feminines, we have Ascension. I'll turn it so you guys can see. What is going on with the Divine Feminine Spirit? We have Received. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I specifically have been getting a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, kind of a lot of downloads, hence the reason why I felt kind of called to come back to more of the Twin Flame journey, and just in terms of how I utilize this on the channel and how I display this on the channel. Okay, so for the Divine Feminines, we have Ascension, Received, Fear, and Communication, okay? So, quite interesting energy. Divine Feminines currently are going through this ascension process, which you're always going through a process of ascension and awakening. Like I said, you might be receiving signs. There's still some fear-based energy here, though, within the connection, or within the Divine Feminines at least. But if it's in the Divine Feminines, it's going to be reflected in the masculine. But so there is still some fear, and this fear could be associated with communication. So maybe there's some fear around the Divine Feminines communicating with the Divine Masculine. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, Spirit, so what is going on with the Divine Feminines at this time? What is going on? Okay, we have the King of Swords in reverse. I'm just going to kind of keep it this way for a second so I can organize this information. Oh wow, I just saw a tower, guys. Okay, I'm getting a lot of indecision on the feminine side, which is really interesting. And then we also have that with the tower, okay? So normally, for those who are familiar with the journey, normally we get all of this indecision on the masculine's end, right? It's usually the masculine that's very indecisive or can't make a decision. But it's looking like the feminines this week are struggling to make a decision, if this is resonating with you. So let's see here. 5 of Cups in reverse. So there could be some sort of sadness here. I'm seeing with the 5 of Cups in reverse, feminines are trying to pull themselves out of some sort of sadness or regret. But something happened here. Okay, we have a tower with fear right under the fear card. So let's go ahead and clarify this. Why is the King of Swords reversed? Yeah. Okay, some of you could be, let's see. Okay. Why is the tower here? Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. So overall energy, the feminines are trying to clear up some sort of confusion, okay, is what I'm seeing here. There could have been a lot of emotional turmoil but trying to release that or trying to clear that up. I'm getting a sense of impatience here. So there's a decision that needs to be made, whether you're waiting for your divine masculine to make a decision or you have to make a decision. But ultimately, I'm seeing a form of like impatience because we have the Seven of Pentacles coming through in reverse. I'm also getting here with the Two of Cups reversed, there's some sort of decision that has to be made about a breakup or a separation, but to me this is like a breakup, two people like separating or breaking up, the Two of Cups reversed. So there's something about a decision having to be made about that, or maybe a decision was made about that. With the Tower and the Emperor, this looks like one person had this looks like your divine masculine had a Tower moment. For some of you guys, you could be receiving signs or just intuitively sensing that your divine masculine could be going through his own Tower moment right now. Because we do have the Tower with the Emperor, and then it's falling under fear. Okay, we also have a masculine silhouette here. So I'm getting this sense that for some of you guys, maybe you triggered a Tower moment for your divine masculine and you are aware of that. Okay, there is some sort of stagnation when it comes to communication here, and you might be feeling sad over this, or you might be feeling some sort of regret over something that happened here. There's something about stuck communication or just a stagnancy when it comes to communication. And maybe this made you sad in the past and you're trying to get over it, or there's some sort of regret here. Okay. Let's see, let me just go ahead and clarify this fear. Why is this fear coming through for the Divine Feminine, Spirit? Why is the fear coming through for the Divine Feminine? Justice. Okay, so there's some sort of fear about things being fair, making things right, or things being, justice being brought to the situation. So either you're fearing whether or not your masculine's going to be able to bring justice to the situation. For some of you guys, you might be fearing whether or not you're going to be able to make things right, especially if there was a Tower moment for your divine masculine, okay? But yeah, there's some sort of fear about you putting effort into this connection right now, okay? We have the Eight of Pentacles, so this is someone who's dedicated, they're working on things, so you might have some fear when it comes to working on this connection with your divine masculine in the physical world. Okay, because I'm seeing that spiritually there's something going on here with you. Obviously spiritually you're ascending here, but in the physical world it's like almost delays is what I'm feeling. There's kind of a delayed energy here. Okay. Let's see what else we have for you guys. All right, Spirit, tell me more about what's going on with the Divine Feminines at this time. So what's going on with the Divine Feminines? Oh, I was also curious too, for any one of you guys, I know that mostly Divine Feminines watch these readings, but I know some Divine Masculines. I'm pretty sure my Divine Masculine watches my channel, so hi. But for those of you who are Divine Masculines, if you could go below and just comment and just let me know. I'm just curious how many Divine Masculines are watching, because I want to make sure that I'm catering to both, but for the most part I usually just try to offer services and stuff to the Divine Feminines, which is why I created a course for Divine Feminines. But I'm just curious about Divine Masculines out there. Okay, so anyways, let's see what is going on with the Divine Feminines. Wow. Deceit. What is this about, guys? We have deception here. Some of you guys could be fearing your Divine Masculine being deceptive. Okay, so maybe there's fear about going through a Tower moment with your Divine Masculine, especially if there was some deceit in the past. So let's clarify this. For some of you guys, maybe you're being a bit deceptive. Let's take a look. Why is deceit here? Why is deceit here for the Divine Feminine? Judgment. Reconciliation. Why is deceit here? Four of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Some of you, I'm getting here, some of you are afraid of kind of having a new beginning, like reconciling with your divine masculine, only to end up in this energy of the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands isn't typically someone who is deceptive. However, it might not be an intentional deception, but the Knight of Wands is someone who's just kind of in and out of your life. So I think for this here, with this deceit coming through, for some of you guys, this could be a fear of deception by your divine masculine. That could be what this Tower is. You guys are almost fearing going through something with your divine masculine where they end up being deceptive. So for some of you guys, you might be holding back right now. Four of Pentacles is someone who's kind of keeping things to their chest. So if that's the case, some of you guys could actually be acting sort of deceptive, maybe not sharing everything to your divine masculine out of fear of being deceived, okay? So let's get a few messages from you to your person, to your divine masculine. All right. So what are the divine feminine's messages to the divine masculine? For those of you who are asking about these cards, I know some of you guys were wanting to purchase them. Because of everything that's going on with COVID right now, I haven't made another order. I just looked up, it's 333. Well, it's not really 333, it's just my oven's broken. But anyway, so for those of you guys who are wanting to purchase these cards, I don't know when I'm going to be getting them again, but when I do, I will send out a mass email, okay? So let's take a look. Wow, so divine feminines, I fear that if you get too close, you will hurt me. Is that not exactly what I was just saying? This is exactly what I was getting. It's almost like the feminine wants to reconcile with the masculine, but there's this fear, especially if there was a past Tower moment with the masculine where there was deception or the divine feminine was lied to. It's almost like she doesn't want to get close to the masculine only to go through a Tower moment and get hurt or get deceived or have this sort of in and out energy. So the feminine could be holding back right now from the masculine because she is dealing with fear of getting hurt. So this fear is like, you know, if I put in this effort and the work, will it be fair? Will there be justice in the situation? Will it actually be balanced? Okay, so yeah, feminines, you might be feeling a little bit fearful about reconciling with your masculine right now out of fear of getting hurt or fear of getting too close. So let's see. Yeah, feminines, I'm so scared of change. So it's interesting because a lot of the time we get this kind of from the masculine, but the feminines are sort of feeling that they're a little bit fearful of change right now. And then we also have, my life has changed so much since meeting you, okay? Which is interesting. So we have two cards of change, as well as the Tower does talk about changes as well. So I'm getting here, the feminine specifically, it's like they've already gone through a lot of changes through this connection since meeting their divine masculine. But at the same time too, they're also scared of maybe completely stepping into this connection. Okay, there's a lot of fear there for the feminine still currently, even though they are going through this ascension process. But I feel like a lot of this fear has to do with being deceived. So a lot of divine feminines could have been deceived maybe in past relationships or specifically with their divine masculine. So there's that fear of like, if I get close to you, are you just going to do this to me? Okay. All right, so let's move on to the divine masculines and see. Also too guys, if you're interested, right now currently I'm offering $15 off all of my readings on the channel. So information will be down below, as well as the promo code for that, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a new customer or an old customer, the promo applies and you can use it as many times as you want until I end it. Okay, so let's take a look and see what's going on with the divine masculine currently. All right, Spirit. So what is currently going on with the divine masculine? Alright, so what is going on with the divine masculine, Spirit? Where are they currently at on their journey? Commitment. Offer. What's going on with the divine masculine? New direction. Free will. Okay, that's really interesting. So we have commitment, we have offer, new direction, and free will. So, divine feminines, your divine masculine right now is thinking about commitment. He's thinking about making you an offer. This could possibly be because someone maybe made the decision to head in a different direction, but I'm getting with the free will card, this is telling me that it's your divine masculine choice. So I'm not getting that this is like the divine masculine is feeling a pressure to commit to the divine feminine. This is kind of like his thoughts are of wanting to commit to the divine feminine. With free will, this is someone who's making the decision on their own. They're not feeling forced or coerced or pressured. Their thoughts are naturally gravitating to want to commit and make an offer. Yeah, I just split the deck on Page of Pentacles. This is about an offer. So let's break it down and see. So what's going on with the divine masculine at this time? So yeah, wow. So remember how I was saying that normally the Two of Swords comes out for the divine masculine? So this came out for the divine feminine, and it's coming out for the divine masculine as well. So there is still that indecision, and you guys are both kind of mirroring this with one another. So if you're a bit indecisive, your divine masculine's a bit indecisive as well. Okay, which way is the Eight of Wands going here, Spirit? Upright. Interesting. I'm definitely getting a lot of mirroring energy here. Let's see why the Two of Swords is here. Okay. I'm getting so much mirroring energy. Why is the Eight of Wands here? They're definitely wanting to communicate with you guys, but they're fearful. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So they're definitely wanting to come in and make you an offer. I just looked up and it was 1616. So you guys go Google that. I don't know what that means, but it might be significant. I've been getting a lot of those like 14, 14, 15, 15, 13, 13 combinations lately. So anyways, go check that out when you get a chance. Okay, so this is coming through really clearly. So the divine masculines currently, they're thinking about commitment in terms of the divine feminine, but there's still a lot of indecision with the Two of Swords. So if they're not taking action towards you, which I'm seeing that they're probably not, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. It's like they're preparing to, but they might be coming through extremely slowly right now because there's still that hesitancy. Now remember, with twin flames, there's a mirroring energy. So if the divine feminine is not balanced in her energy, which we're seeing, there's still some fear there for the feminine. What happens is that mirrors into the masculine. So I'm still getting some indecision here. However, I'm definitely getting that your divine masculine is thinking about making you an offer. There's just a lot of fear associated with it. So under the offer, we have the Devil with the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is always a card to me of someone who's kind of waiting for the right time or just kind of staying in their comfort zone until they feel ready to take the next leap of faith in their life. So to me, this looks like, you know, there's still a lot of fear. There could be something that's keeping them bound right now. Even though their thoughts are, yes, I want to make an offer, they're also still kind of staying in their comfort zone. Okay, a lot of you guys, I feel like you might have went in a new direction because under the new direction we have the Queen of Swords. So your divine masculine could be seeing you as kind of cold right now, which would make sense based on the energy that we are getting on your end. So for some of you guys, they feel like you're heading in a new direction or that maybe you're not offering your love to them right now with the Queen of Swords. And this is kind of propelling them to want to race towards you with the Knight of Swords, okay? It's like they want to express something to you, I feel here with the Knight of Swords. Maybe you express something to them, right? Because we're getting the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So the swords are about communication. So they're kind of wanting to come through and say something or express something. And then on top of that, we have, under the free will, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so guys, here's the thing. Like I was saying, with the free will card, oftentimes the divine masculine, what happens within these types of connections is when the divine feminine puts some sort of pressure on the masculine to do something, the masculine just doesn't want to do that, okay? With this type of connection, you can't, there's no force, there's no coercion, there's no pressure, there's none of that. Your masculine has to freely want to make a decision to be with you or not be with you. So what I'm getting here is the free will is telling me that your divine masculine has sort of made the decision on their own that they do want to say something to you. They do want to communicate something to you. However, I'm getting so much fear on their end as well. So there's fear on your end, there's fear on their end, which makes sense. So we have the Eight of Swords and the Devil coming through here. Okay, let's see what this fear is about. Why is the Eight of Swords, oh, wrong deck here, Spirit. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Wow, the King of Cups reversed. So their emotions are not really balanced right now. I think also too, they're afraid of They're afraid of being emotionally vulnerable. They're also afraid of kind of losing their emotional balance. But I'm getting here that they're already kind of feeling that way to begin with. So it's not like they would be losing too much. It's like they don't want to feel out of balance with their emotions, but with the King of Cups already coming through in reverse, they might already be there. The other thing I'm getting is there's a fear of if they were to say something to you or communicate something to you, they don't know how you would respond, and I think they're afraid of how they'd be able to handle that if you didn't respond in a positive way, because obviously they're thinking about making an offer of something more committed. So let's take a look and see. So what's going on here? Yeah, guys, they're making a plan though. Okay, so their energy, we have strategy. So they're making a plan. I mean, we're seeing that very clearly. Like we have the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, commitment, offer. Like they're trying to make a plan to come towards you. For a lot of you, some of you, they might have already done this. So some of you guys, they might have already made that offer to you. Others of you, I'm getting that they're still in the planning process because they're still overcoming some fear in terms of just fully going forward and taking that action and saying what they want to say or doing what they want to do. But yeah, so they're making a plan, okay? They're strategizing a way to come back towards you. It's just they might be moving slow because the overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. So let's see what their messages are for you. Okay, what are their messages for you? Wow, I'm thinking about making you an offer. So there you go, guys. Exactly. So we have offer, I'm thinking about making you an offer, strategy, Nine of Pentacles. So this message is coming in really clear. So for those of you who have been resonating with this reading, they're coming through with an offer. They're really thinking a lot about what can they offer you, what can they do. There's just a little bit of residual fear here. I've been learning a lot about spirituality. So for some of you guys, they've been learning about what this connection is. They've been learning about spirituality in general, okay? So what else do we have? What do Divine Masculines want to tell the Divine Feminines? Grab one more. Okay, two more. So we have, will you ever forgive me? I can't face you right now. And I have a plan, but you have to trust me. So yeah, guys, it's like, it might take them some time, like what I'm getting here. Obviously, they're coming up with an offer or some sort of strategy or plan to come back towards you. The thing is this, they're afraid to face you because they're not sure if you're going to forgive them for whatever happened. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened. I think it's going to be different for every single one of you, but whatever might have happened in the past, it's like they're thinking heavily about it and they're just unsure of whether or not you're going to accept this offer. They're not sure, like, are you going to forgive me if I come around? And for some of you Divine Feminines, like what I'm kind of getting from your energy is there is a hesitancy to take an offer from the masculine because there is that fear of being deceived or getting hurt or going into a similar situation that you've been in the past. So it's really going to be up to you guys, but it does look like they are coming through with some sort of offer, are wanting to come through with an offer, and obviously making a plan. This energy from your masculine is very clear this week. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, guys. So I hope this resonated. I'm not going to be pulling action like future cards because I think that's going to shift and change. That's more so best if you want to get a personal reading. So as I said, I have $15 off. I'll put the promo code down below. But I do hope that this was helpful. If it was, definitely give it a like. And yeah, for those of you guys who are Divine Masculines watching, leave a comment down below. I'm just curious, okay? But anyways, guys, sending you love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journeys. Take care.